I'm doing something I said I'm never gonna do again.
What we thought was going to be a fun and beautiful day trip outside of Accra turned into a complete roller coaster of emotions and honestly the craziest day of my life. And quick quiz, can you see the road? Because we definitely couldn't. Ghana served us only in Ghana moments, but also intense beauty. My name's Tia, I live in Ghana, and for the past 2 weeks I got to show my best friend Ghana for the first time.
Get me ready for an excursion. Oh, yeah, sorry for the wait. It was very early, so we're a bit stressed.
Found our guide, we were happy and excited, unaware things won't go to plan, and we will see much more than what we paid for.
You know what it means.
I thought you asked the ones that are here for the first time, so that's why I was quiet.
Okay, that's why you're quiet. Okay, so Akwaba simply means welcome.
Yeah.
Now, this word comes from the origin. It comes from two Akan words.
And just for some context, the drive is supposed to be 3 to 4 hours on the way there, and then visit the sites, and then 3 to 4 hours back. We left around 5 and are supposed to be back around, latest 10 was what we were told. Which did not happen, to say the least. But come on, look at all of these beautiful colors. Ghana was showing us vibrant street views, and we were just loving life at this point.
So this is like a little market here, but we refer to this market as the onion market.
Oh, no.
Simply because one of the commonest food stuff you get here are onions.
It was so much to see. Everywhere I turned my head, I saw something amazing. The people, it was just full of soul and energy. And as we were driving out of Accra, some things remained the same, but it was also a lot of differences between town to town. And on our first pit stop, I knew what I had to introduce my friend to.
Okay, for the first time.
Wow.
What do you think?
It's good. Refreshing.
You like it?
Sweet.
Yeah? It's a bit spicy as well, isn't it?
Spicy, yeah, it's good.
Yeah? Is it approved?
Approved.
Back on the road.
You get to the runabout, the eagle, the quail, and the elephant. These three warriors led them to come settle here in Mankesim. When you look around, you'd realize that this place is very vibrant and active.
And we were getting closer to our first stop, which was Kakum Castle. And I think driving in, I wasn't fully prepared. I knew about the history of the castle, but still, it's hard to explain how I felt when I was there. Just because the heavy history of this place. You can see I walked in, I was like, oh, look over here. And then suddenly when the tour started and we heard more of the history, it was... Guys, I'm struggling to find the words because what happened here, how they treat the people, it's beyond inhumane, and you could just feel the energy in this place. If you haven't heard about Kakum Castle, it was one of the places where thousands of African men, women and children were held captive during the transatlantic slave trade. This part of history is so important and one that I feel deserves its own space and to be told properly. So I might be making an own video just about the Kakum Castle and Elmina Castle. It was one of the most important visits I've had in my life, and I just really struggled to find the words, guys. This should have never happened, and it should never happen again. It's hard to shift from that to the next part of the trip, which it was for us on the day as well. I don't think the sadness and heaviness of seeing it will ever leave me, but we were here to enjoy the next part of the trip. So now to the more adventurous part, which was Kakum National Park. So welcome to the rainforest.
We have arrived. I'm doing something I said I'm never gonna do again that I did 5 years ago. And here I am. At
Kakum National Park. Yay!
excited? You scared?
And guys, this is not just a pretty rainforest. They have a canopy walk that is up in the air at some point it's 45 meters down, and I am intensely scared of heights. I did this with my man 5 years ago, and I thought I was gonna die, and I said never ever 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 again. But here I am. Honestly guys, I was feeling kind of brave on the way up and thinking maybe it will be better this time, but I was wrong. I was so wrong. Wait till you see this, guys.
I don't even know if I'm doing this. Let's see. Are you ready?
So it was built in 1994. It's 7 long bridges, and they just attached to a tree on each side. And each tree has a little platform high up in the air. And yeah, here's me on one of them.
I should have never. I'm not sure if I'm gonna. I've done it once before, and I said I'm never gonna do it. But just because I have visitor, I said let's do it. You just have to walk, right? Okay. Yes. 6 out of 7. See how much I'm shaking now.
Almost there. Almost there.
Okay, let me see.
You can't really see it here, but it's
didn't see
honestly
you guys,
so
I'm scared.
wobbly as well.
Yeah.
There was the one, the second last one, the
Yeah.
rope was kind of low.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was, yeah,
That
that
was a
was,
little
that was scary.
That was not fun at all. Oh my god. Do you see my hair is like sweating? Oh my god. High five. Oh my god, proud of us, proud of you.
Honestly, guys, I didn't enjoy 1 second of that canopy walk. And I'm saying it again, never, ever, ever again.
See? Oh yeah. What is the drink, please?
Pure honey.
Yeah, do you see the sign?
I can see it.
For me and you. I survived. Say
I
it with
can
me.
see it. I survived.
I survived. Let's eat. Jollof and chicken.
And on our way to our last stop, Elmina Castle. This was supposed to be our last stop, but guys, this was definitely not our last stop, so stay tuned. But also enjoy the beauty of Ghana. On the way here, honestly, it was gorgeous. So I'll just leave the views with you for a while and just, take it in and enjoy just like we did.
We've just entered Elmina town, and like the itinerary describes, we are doing the Elmina Castle. This is the last castle. Then we wrap it up. Then we'll start our trip back to the city. A little heads up: the locals here can be a little bit aggressive when they want to showcase their stuff that they have for us in terms of wanting to sell things that they have for tourists. And one thing I always advise my guests is there's a little trick to get away from them. You don't stand and indulge them. Once you stand, by the time you realize there will be a whole market around you. And so because we want to get into the castle and quickly have our tour, please, as you speak, you keep walking.
We arrived at Elmina Castle. It's recognized by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site because of its testimony to the Atlantic slave trade. It was built by the Portuguese in 1482. And similar to Cape Coast Castle, this place has historical importance. The energy is heavy, but the story is important to be told. Walking through this castle, it's like the walls are screaming at you. It's so much sadness, and being in these rooms that they, by the way, have added extra lights for us to see. They were pitch black, and even for us to be in them just for some minutes to hear the stories were unbearable. So we can only imagine, and no words will ever be enough. I will never forget these two castles, and I will always stand up for injustice when I see it, and I will share the story whenever I can. So back on the road, we thought our trip was over. We just had our 4 hours drive back, and we needed to get back before it got too dark. But then some only in Ghana moments struck.
A flat tire.
Oh,
I'm used to it.
but how quick can that be sorted?
What will happen now?
They will repair it.
Can you repair it? Pardon?
Have we get together out? You have to.
Please give us a moment, okay? Okay.
We were concerned about the darkness because most of the roads on the way back has no lights, and we were still in Cape Coast pretty much. But the coconut guy got some business, and we tried to make the best of it. And then spray as we were doing the flat tire experience. I mean, we didn't know we were gonna get this, did we?
I actually booked it. I booked it on top as an additional experience.
Additional experience, an add-on.
While you were sleeping, I booked it as an add-on flat
Was
tire.
it expensive? I hope it wasn't too expensive.
It was very expensive.
The
Cost me
real
a
Ghana
fortune, but I
experience.
think it was worth it.
The real Ghana experience.
So long, we even got ourselves some origins.
Yeah, cheers and cheers. Go some help.
At this point, we were quite cheerful, making the best of it, and was thinking, you know what? It's a part of being in Ghana, and it's not too bad. It's just a flat tire, and we'll be on our way soon. And at least this happened in a busy town where we could get help, so you know what? Maybe it's not that bad, we thought. Stay tuned, guys. It's not done yet. Still unaware, enjoying our origin.
Okay. See how it's going with the tire? Still no tire.
Well, we were having fun with our new friends in the group.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Staying, eating coconuts.
First time trying origin. Did you like it?
Yeah.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my lord. We are back on the road. No, I think it's just trying to. Yeah. Okay. Back on the road. And no more.
Thank you. And we also want to really thank you for your patience in that timing. We are back on the road now. Hopefully, we are praying that we'll get to our destinations without any hitches. Thank you very much.
Yeah. At least it wasn't a remote place.
Yes.
Yeah. So it was good, and we got some drinks. So
That is
I
what
think we're
I'm
all
glad.
good.
That is what I'm glad about. Where we stopped was not too, was not too scary. The place was in the township.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Well, when you want to literally give the
That's
meaning
very fitting.
of it, it means like a drunk animal,
It feels like you planned
like a
it.
drunk bird.
Yeah.
And interestingly, some of you went in there and got burnt. No, is this thing not?
Yeah.
Kind of like it was meant to happen. Well, the delay, we don't like the delay though, but It was as if everything is working out. It's planned. Anyways, we are back on the road. Hopefully, we get to Accra safe and sound. Thank you very much for your patience.
Yeah, thank you.
This is when it got worse. We had a pit stop for toilet break. Fine, horrible toilet, but we were fine with that. But once we got back in the car, it was so dark, we couldn't see the roads. And at one point, the driver decided to drive past a big truck where he couldn't possibly have seen what is coming from the other side, and there it was. While we were on the side of the big truck, a car was coming straight ahead, like front to front. There was nowhere for us to go, and this other car had to just drive off the road, and we have no idea what happened to him. And it was honestly, I thought my life was over at that point. And guys, it didn't even stop there. I mean, can you see the road? And we were getting into a remote area. Then this happened.
Another flat tire. But there's nothing here. There's another one, isn't it?
If you look at this, it's all one.
Same tire again. Okay. And they didn't get any spare tires. They should have gotten one extra one in case it happened again. Okay, cool.
Now we're in mud, so I don't know how you're jacking it up.
I just want to say there are two organizing shops, one at the back here and then one in front of us. Just want to see the possibility of getting another. If not, we'll take another option and then we would have to get to the city. Yes, because it's late. It's past 10 already. We can't be here for more than 30 minutes. So I was just talking to the office. I don't know why the tires keep busting. It means that there is a problem. There's a problem here. I told you earlier on that the first one, just 2 weeks, barely 2 weeks. And even this one, we just changed it right now. And it's the same thing, the way the other one did. I just don't know.
It's not common to get an Uber this far away from Accra at this time at night. But you know what? God was with us because we got one and we had space for just 4 of the 11 in the group. We gathered us and 2 of the other girls that was solo traveling, and we just had to go.
So thank you for coming. Yeah, we were a bit scared, weren't we?
We got back around 2 a.m. We were safe and sound, and you know what? When everything actually went well, it was such an adventure. It was the craziest day of my life. Can you see why, guys? And putting all that to the side, how beautiful is Ghana? I mean, what an adventure, what a beautiful country. The people and the love we have been met with is unmatched. And I can safely say my friend loves Ghana too, just like me.